On my document says 9307 on the screenshot of the report that I did on Tuesday.
Are there any fees taken out?
No.
Well,
When they
out, but not like, you know.
I'm just telling you what it says here, what you gave me and Naomi.
So there's
And so I don't know how the price changed from what you, that's why we asked you for a thorough accounting. So I think to give us one document that says $9,631, and now you're telling us it's another price, so you didn't give us the exact amount.
Laddie, Naomi, that document that I sent to you, the Google Doc that I sent to you on with the last week, whatever it was, go look at that, please, if you get a chance.
you sent it to me.
I sent it to both of you guys. I think I sent email and text.
So to me, I see you, Eileen. Somebody has something on that's a lot of scratching. But okay, so between the document that Laddie's has, or maybe she's looking at it now, up in the upper right-hand corner, there was a dollar amount. And so then what I can see now is that there's just $324 difference between what's on the document that you had on Tuesday and what you're looking at now. So either way, it's over $9,000.
Yeah. I mean, whatever the amount is, I mean, like I said, you know,
it's over $9,000. That's
yeah. So whatever it is, you know, I know there's no, like, I'm not gonna nickel and dime, like, you know, I'm fully accountable to all that. You know, I never, you know, 100% whatever I got to do, you know, hence the promissory note and whatever the numbers are, you know, I'm all good. And I'm you know, do what I got to do to, you know, bounce it out or whatever. So yeah, whatever the numbers are.
So, is there something else in the chat? I don't see. I'm trying to make sure. Eileen has a hand up.
Okay. So I did it check Tuesday night, and I've downloaded, so I have it. Miguel, if you want me to send it, because I was able to pull the total amount. It's just a few $100 difference. So what it stated was $9,631 raised of the $30,000 goal. And you can see it right there on the link, and I'd be happy to forward that to you too. Okay, that's it. All right, thanks.
All right, thank you for Eileen. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the 9,631.
Unless it is
the amount that was raised.
The fundraiser, hold on. Unless it is a fee, maybe, I don't know. That's what.
We're not going to quibble over that. I mean, that's what the printout is.
It could be.
Yeah. And so Eileen has said that she has a copy. She can share it with you. If you didn't keep a copy of the information that you brought on Tuesday, then.
Okay.
So can you talk to the group about the items that you did spend on things that were spent particularly for business activities or equipment or
I mean, during, like, you know, I said over like the last year and a half or whatever, it's been like the speakers we've been using, a lot of like the stationery we've been using. I made like I said, a list for Naomi and Laddie. It's probably more to it. I gave more Amazon receipts than are on the Word doc that or the Google doc that I gave them last week. But essentially it's a lot of kind of like, just like stationery type stuff, electronic type stuff. This monitor We got a copier for making flyers, which we've used, so it's, and I can give that to the group as well, too. Like I said, because I've been using that to make copies for flyers we've been doing the last maybe like 6, well, dang, probably a year now.
Okay. Anyone else? Any comments? Any concerns? Any statements to be made?
I don't think we can do this again.
Somebody, who is this? Is 842? Is that you, John?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
me. Yeah.
All right. Go
Just
ahead.
yeah, just the obvious. And if you already know this and already agree with this, then I'm not talking to you. But out of this, what have we got? About like 6, 7, 8 people on this call right now. Let no one be the one who talks about this to anyone else. Not to one's spouse, not to one's kids, not to one's parents, not to one's priest in the confessional, not to one's cat, not even to oneself in the mirror brushing one's teeth. Not one single word of this needs to go anywhere. If there's anything, try to avoid talking in your sleep. Just let this be the end of it right here for nothing. And again, if you already know this, and I'm not talking to you, and it means you already agree with me. So that's all there is to that.
Are people interested or willing or comments about signing a non-disclosure agreement?
I will.
I will. I also have more to say, but I have a lot going on right now.
Okay, Loli, speak it out. This is the opportunity to speak, because I think this has very, very strong and deep, wide implications for Save Venice. It's not just going to be about Miguel and what anybody might want to say about distrust or mistrust or why it happened or any of that. It has very, very wide implications.
I honestly don't feel that there's any malice. I think it's more of a I can't think of the word. Just basically, just accounting, first of all. Just the fact that it was in one account and not in a Save Venice account where, there's just a different access, different people get access to it. So it seems a little tricky to kind of try to, have something in someone's personal account. I wouldn't be able to do that, but I'm just saying, like, it's confusing, and I just, I don't know. We've had how many meetings, and I missed the one that this was talked about. I apologize for missing that last week. But it's just, I just don't understand why he has to step down.
Why he what?
He's saying he has to step down, Mike?
For one, there are real legal implications, because no matter how we feel as a group, this is classified as theft. And that is serious. If it were any other organization that people contributed funds to, included myself, and it was spent on personal items, that not only is it mishandling a fund, a character, but then there's distrust associated with that organization. And we have to think, if we don't know Miguel and it was any other organization that people have given money to for a specific goal that is a charitable, where for legal fees, and someone spent it was in a personal account, and it was not only mishandled, but it's exhausted. Like, all the funds are gone. would you feel confident in giving money and being a part of that organization if we couldn't handle $9,000? I mean, no one's saying, I mean, I'm a businesswoman straight up, and handling funds, I am meticulous with knowing when money is not mine, right? I had a business partner and there are things, so there are funds that I know are not my funds because I know how much I make, how much I contributed. And, you may be off, here and there a few dollars because that happens in life. But to know that these were public funds donated for a particular charitable cause, that is the issue. Then having that person still be a member of the board, not only is it not good optics, but I think it puts the Save Venice, if it became a 501c, there are legal implications. And then all of us would be responsible because we all know this now. So that is my concern. Not taking anyone down because things happen, but
advisors of this group, so like I said, like, no, whatever, there was never any thought that, okay, I'm gonna just take this money or whatever, and I'm gonna do whatever, you know what I mean? And so I was never gonna think, okay, I'm not gonna be accountable for whatever. It never crossed my mind, but like I said, like in terms of like, if we really had to, like, so not that we're gonna go there because I'm stepping down, so we don't want to do that, for optic reasons. But like, I mean, a case can be definitely made too. Like, I mean, like I said, I live and breathe this stuff all the time, and I'm always, just doing stuff even when I'm not, like, in between work, phone calls or whatever, trying to research this, research that, whatever. But like I said, the way I see it, it wasn't an agreement that said like, okay, I'm charging for my organizing services. None of us, whatever. So it's like, I'm accountable for that money, straight up. There's no way around it too, you know what I mean? And so, and to clarify, the VC Puck, that was that wasn't for the lawsuit. The lawsuit had specific GoFundMe. The VC Puck was a different item. When we started Save Venice, Save Venice was the website.
I gotta disagree because that's not true. And if you're going to tell the story, please tell it correct. When that was on there, it was meant for all money to go there. So please, I don't want anybody to think that it wasn't done the right way, because it was on the website. And I hear all of you, and we all gave of our time. We all gave of our money. We all gave of our soul. We all did these things, but it does not give permission for the money to be spent on personal expenses.
I agree, but again, too, the VC Puck, when we made the lawsuit, the VC Puck wasn't the thing we decided on. People wanted to do a GoFundMe, and hence why a lot of times I've been trying to get a lot of the structure and the meeting, the minutes and going for the last year, if not longer, because a lot of times we can, if we had, that structure back then, we can say, hey, we agreed to this and this is what we agreed to, but we don't have that. All we have is our memory, for better or for worse, of what, those, Sunday meetings or whatever that the case was,
So Mike, you're saying that none of the money that was on the GoFundMe account was VC Puck money?
No, the account was never, the account was originally on the web because, so like, for those who don't know about the Save Venice, so Save Venice.
No, I just want you to answer the question about VC Puck money because I want to ask you another question.
Okay, can you ask that again?
The money from the GoFundMe account had money there that was initially for legal fees, which was like $1,000 some, right?
Yeah.
And then more money was put into that same GoFundMe when after the George Floyd, but none of that money was VC Puck intended money. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was not the link, or that was never, we never.
Okay, no. Okay, Yes or no? But then I want to say that I understood that because it didn't have an account and there was no 501c3, that Laddie had suggested that put that money in the VC Puck account, which was a 501c3, and an accounting of the money could be done from that bank account. Was that your understanding also?
No. I remember it was mentioned about the VC Puck account after all that was already in motion. It was never brought up it was brought up in conversation, maybe once or twice. But like a lot of things too, there's a lot of things that we decide to do that we don't move on. And then it was never really brought up again.
So it was brought up as a suggestion, but it was never acted upon.
I mean, yeah, I guess essentially, yeah. But we have a list of 100 items that we talked about doing that haven't been done or acted on. So
okay, all right. I just wanted to clear that up about VC Puck.
Yeah.
So Margaret's hand is up.
Yeah,
it was on the website. Yeah.
I just
Initially, way back.
really believe if you put up a solicitation, you have to really honor the intent of the donors. And if you say it's for legal funds, be it the registration of the 501c3 or a lawsuit, whatever it is, I personally believe that's the only place it could and should be spent, and that nobody can assume because they're putting a lot of time and energy in that money should be drawn from that specific account, because as everybody has put a lot of time and money in, nobody has gotten anything for it. So unless there's a consensus, I don't see that being a reasonable expectation. So I'm just bothered because when we went for the writ, at that time there was $1,300 in the account, and on the last court day we discussed it, and it became clear that there was zero money in that account. And so it had already presented itself as an issue that it was mingling of funds. So I'm disappointed that nothing changed. That's a big deal to me, that we already brought this up at the termination of the writ. And at the time there was, in theory, about $1,500 in the account that wasn't there, but I thought it was pretty clear that there was an obvious problem if funds were commingled. So yeah, it's pretty disappointing.
Eileen's hand is up again. So Eileen, I think it's really clear that, to me, the money that was contributed in the GoFundMe account, my intentions when I gave my little $100 was that it was going towards the money for the church. I never understood it to be for anything or anybody else. So for it to be spent for personal reasons is absolutely unacceptable. And I've let Miguel know that. So, yeah. So,
okay, well, here's the deal. I mean, I don't know where everybody's going with it, but whatever. I'm going to say this. The PayPal link was on the website first.
Initially.
Now, I don't know what made you change it.
No.
You need to explain to people why. Because it was linked up to PayPal to go to VC Puck, which is Chase Bank on Lincoln Boulevard. I don't like it that it was talked about.
Not formally, it wasn't. Not like, we talked about.
No, please stop. That's semantics. I'm talking facts. It was discussed. I gave you our information. That's how the PayPal was going to VC Puck. I don't want anybody to think that it was not originally set up to go to VC Puck. Now, you need to explain why you decided to put it to your account.
No. Okay, so check it out. So we're talking about the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe was never attached to the VC Puck. The VC Puck had a PayPal link on the site in its initial. Okay, the Save Venice site was created back in what, like 2014, 2013 for the lawsuit.
Yeah, I bought the thing. I pay for it every year. I know exactly that. So it was on there, and it was on there. I paid. I paid for the GoDaddy. I do all of that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So the VC Puck lawsuit link was on the I think the About Me or Donate or whatever, up until maybe like 2017 or so. I want to say we took it down because the lawsuit was already done. When did the lawsuit culminate for the VC Puck? It wasn't something that happened in the last like year or two.
But you need to explain why it was changed, because the money would be on Lincoln Boulevard right now, because it would take 2 signatures to get it out. That's what I'm asking you. Please explain to them why it was changed from the PayPal VC Puck to your personal name. That's what I'm asking. Because I don't want anybody to leave here thinking that it was not talked about, because it was.
So like again, there was a VC Puck link on the website, donation link on the website initially from way back when, and after when I ended my VC, I was on VNC 2014, 2016, so I didn't really do too much posting. I did the maintenance on the website. Once I got off the VNC, I had more time to do my activism, whatever. So I invested more time in the website and updating the layouts, whatever. And like around that year, around what 2017, when did the lawsuit end for VC Puck? So whatever. So that it was on one of the pages on the website. So me, like, I'm a tech nerd. I'm always designing stuff and, messing with designs and layouts, whatever too. And so I mean, whatever, I thought back then, okay, the lawsuit was done, whatever, I'll just, I'm reformatting the pages, I'm redoing the layouts, whatever, and then I just left the link out, that was back in like 2017 or whatever. That wasn't any time recently. And then when we decided to do the lawsuit in 2018, people wanted to do the GoFundMe.
So was there, when you took the money down, and I don't know how this works because I don't do, I'm asking because for clarification.
Yeah.
You said that the money needed to go into an account.
Yeah.
Laddie's saying that VC Puck, Laddie, are you saying that it was on the link already to go into an account or?
Yes, it was on there. He knows that it was on there. And VC Puck agreed to be the sponsoring place because it had the nonprofit status, which is why I offered it.
I don't recall that.
So I know you don't, but anyway,
yeah.
But it was on there and you took it off. That's why I'm asking you to explain why you changed it from
so it downloading
to your
downloading GoFundMe back to the original GoFundMe account.
So the GoFundMe, sorry.
Would it indicate the total page and what was on the page at that time?
Well, I'm sorry, say it again.
Yes, Eileen is saying yes. If we go back to the original opening of the GoFundMe account,
yeah,
any information that was on the page, whether it was whatever it was for, if money was, because I wasn't a part of VC Puck, but if money was being put in there for VC Puck, and then money was then later on being put in there for Save Venice for the church, anytime something changed on the page, that would be part of the history of that page. Is that correct, Eileen?
Say it again. I was going to just write something.
I'm saying